Why is this show called Into the Loop?
Hey, this is End of the Loop. It's a super
So,
professional podcast that I think, I was thinking
yeah,
we're this is the best podcast that's ever existed.
I agree.
I think we're the best podcasters that have ever been born.
We have podcasted where no podcast would dare
We
podcast
we have yes, we
before.
have gone where no podcast has gone before.
We've gone to mall stalls. Have you known that?
Yeah. No. What?
Yeah. I'll tell you about it after.
What is a
But
mall
yeah,
stall? What are you talking about?
a
What?
stall in the mall.
Oh, we have?
Yes, we have.
Oh. Do you think that there's someone on like the International Space Station that's like tuning into us? But
Absolutely
but
not. They
like
are way too smart to listen to our asses.
but they're so far away, right? So like it takes a while for the signal to go through. So like they're trying to listen to us from yesterday, but we didn't go live yesterday. So
True.
so they're like,
We are a day
where's
late.
the podcast? And that's what makes us great, I think, is we're not afraid to be late.
No, we
We're
are
not
not.
afraid like
We do this for us,
yeah.
but also for anyone who may want
No,
to
no,
occasionally
no,
listen.
no, 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 no,
No,
no. Fuck all, fuck you, and fuck
fuck
you,
me.
and no, 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 not you, the listener. You listener at
Oh,
home, fuck you. You know who you are. You know what you did. I don't know. I
oh,
don't know. I'm just being a
that's
dick.
the voice of reasoning.
The voice. Yes, I am the voice of reasoning. So um,
Yes.
I had quite a day yesterday. So we didn't record yesterday.
Yeah, we just
Um,
postponed it.
Yeah, so and that I think that's fine. I think as long as we're doing like Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, something near the weekend, I think that's fine. Because honestly, I mean, this is just the recording time. The release date isn't until I usually release it um, on YouTube like a week
Yeah,
later. Um,
yeah,
so I consider the YouTube release the concrete
hmm
release.
yeah. You got to get the little sizzle in there. You
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that little YouTube sizzle.
And we got some irons in the fire. We're looking at guests.
We're looking at BGMs.
Everyone's background music.
Yes, I have spoken to someone who
Oh
would
yeah.
love to make us BGM.
Oh yeah, that's true. I remember that. You saying that.
I yes. I
So,
also am looking for an artist
and see,
for
that's
any kind of, you
that's what
know,
that's what dude, you should check out fiverr.com because you can
Fiverr?
yeah, dude, because like
What's Fiverr?
Fiverr is like a freelance website where people go on, they're like, I'll do your digital
Hmm.
art for like $5. Or
Interesting.
like
What?
and there's a lot of like there's a bunch of stuff like this. So like there's a like girls will be like, I'll play a game with you on X game for this amount of time for this much money. Yeah,
Incredible.
dude, Fiverr's great. So you can commission all kinds of stuff on Fiverr. Do they take a
I
cut? I don't know, but
I never would have guessed that, but yeah. Okay.
fiverr.com, fiverr.com. If you want to get some advertising going on,
Oh God,
if you
please
want to
hit us up.
sponsor, I mean, we're the best podcast.
We are the best podcast with the best podcasters.
I think we're so good at podcasting that we've gone back in time and just basically created podcasting.
It's a loop of
We
podcast.
we can yeah, this is the loop. We're the end and the beginning of the loop of podcasting. All podcasting starts and ends with us.
That's true.
That's
It's
that's
happening right before your eyes. If you don't believe it, just watch.
I
Just keep
almost
watching.
I almost said something I shouldn't have said.
Oh, so
I almost
okay.
I almost explained something that we don't explain.
No,
Anyway,
let's don't explain.
um
Okay, so this is the Tron episode. This is the episode last
yeah,
week where you said
we
I had to defend that Tron is fantasy.
I did say that. I did say that, but like at the same time, like like you seemed so into it. I was really I'm a little concerned how into it you are about
I
defending
had
Tron's
practice
fantasy.
arguments with my girlfriend
I
for
Oh
days.
my God. Wow.
Look,
Wow.
look,
Well,
I'm here to make a statement.
well, take it from the devil's advocate. Like I might as well be portraying Keanu Reeves in that movie because take it from the devil's advocate. I'm pretty good at arguing. So, and actually,
I
I'm not even the
understand.
devil's advocate in this situation, so I might be at a
I am
disadvantage. Yeah. Oh
because I don't
no.
even believe Tron is fantasy.
Oh, oh. All right. Well,
You heard it
I
here,
suppose
folks. A
it is
forged
upon
top
you.
5 listing.
It is upon you now to present your argument, sir. The floor is yours.
Okay, so I want to start out by leading with this. Fantasy. It's made up in your head, okay? What someone once dreamed of. I would say medieval knights are fantasy. Tron is fantasy. Yu-Gi-Oh is fantasy. Science fiction, I believe, also falls under the same umbrella that, uh, you know, fantasy, like medieval knights and dragons, those kind of things stoke. They stoke the same feelings, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so your argument is that
They're
e-
pushing the same buttons.
everything is fantasy.
If
Anything in your
if it doesn't
imagination is
exist,
fantasy.
if it doesn't exist, it's fantasy.
Okay, are you prepared for a rebuttal?
Yes.
Okay, number one, yes, I concur that any concept that comes in your mind that makes you feel good, that is a something that you would
Yes.
prefer, anything that you prefer to reality is a fantasy.
Agree.
Is it fantasy? I disagree. Now, and I'm gonna go ahead and disassemble this. We were specifically talking about a top five list of fantasy movies. And
Yes.
there's no point in doing a top five list if you're not going to follow commonly accepted socialized categories.
Yes.
And in the world of cinema and really any media, when you
Yes.
speak of fantasy, the widely accepted themes are sword and sorcery. And when you say I'm gonna make a top five list of fantasy movies, that is what you're targeting. What you did was you made a top five list of movies.
Yes, because all movies are fantasy.
I disagree because all each movie is an individual's fantasy, but it is not
Yes,
under the umbrella of categorical genre fantasy, which is
I
what we were
agree.
talking about
I agree.
when we made the top five
I,
list.
I was just told to make it sound like Tron is fantasy, okay?
Tron
And if it's one person's fantasy, it is a fantasy.
Tron is a fantasy,
It's my
but it
fantasy.
but it isn't under the umbrella, the categorical umbrella of fantasy genre, which is what we were discussing.
No, it is not.
Tron is not the fantasy
Kingdom
genre,
Come Deliverance.
but that I would say that counts as fantasy. That's low
I would too.
fantasy. Yeah. Then
Okay.
that's more like historical fiction.
Is it?
I don't know how many of
I
the
believe all fiction is fantasy.
how many of those characters were actually real people, I wonder, in Kingdom Come Deliverance?
Good
Because
question. I do not know.
they talk about real places, I
Yes.
think.
I believe there are real people portrayed
Hmm.
in that game. But I'm not. Don't
But
you
yeah,
know?
I would say that's fantasy.
Yes,
Um,
just low fantasy, like you
yeah,
said.
yeah. But Tron is not. Tron is sci-fi, 100%.
Fiction,
Sci
which I believe is fantasy.
that's fine. You can believe that it is a fantasy, but fantasy as a genre is
Yes,
sword and sorcery.
but why don't you just call it sword and sorcery then?
I suppose you could, but that's imagine imagine if you
Mhm.
are if you own a bookstore,
Okay,
right?
I'm imagining.
Okay. And you put all
Have
your
the bookstore.
science fiction books under the fantasy label, and then you put a new label over your fantasy books that says sword and sorcery.
Okay,
Now, your
you
bookstore's in
got
chaos. Also,
my cook.
also
My bookstore.
I
My
say so
bookstore is like this. Okay, my bookstore is this: cookbooks to the left, stories to the right. There you go.
that would be a terrible, terrible
Cookbooks and
bookstore.
crocks of shit.
I'd buy a book there. I'd buy a cookbook there because I would not be happy with your sorting of other media genres of fiction genres.
Okay. Speaking of cookbooks, actually, I'd like to announce that I am making skooma from the Elder Scrolls cookbook, and I
Yeah,
have
would you
it.
consider that fantasy?
I would consider that fantasy. I would also consider Mass Effect
Well,
fantasy.
it's about to be real. You're gonna make it in real life, so it's not
I mean,
fantasy
that's true.
anymore.
That's true. It's not
Is
fantasy anymore.
Skyrim real? That's our that's next
uh,
episode.
is Nowaru a skooma dealer?
I think I think I don't think either of us are wrong in this situation. However, I will say it's wrong to say Tron is fantasy when you're making a top
When you're
5
making a
fantasy
top,
movie list.
I'm not saying I wasn't in the wrong. However, I just haven't seen many top, fantasy movies. So
Now,
there you go.
viewer at home, we're gonna open up the straw poll here. You're gonna decide which of us is wrong in this situation. We want binary answers for what is a complex argument. There's only
Viewer at
one way
home,
we can be right. Only red or blue.
red pill or
It's
blue
it's
pill?
either red or blue. You can't have
Take the black pill, Jimmy.
no purples, no greens. I just got political. We said we weren't going to get political, and I did. I'm sorry. I apologize. No more politics ever in this.
No more Namekians.
Do we want to keep arguing about Tron, or do we want to move
No,
on?
no. Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's move on. Let's ditch it. That way, the episode title's only about something that's 4 minutes
See,
long.
this is why we're the best podcasters, because we don't try to hold on to the tiniest bit of content and stretch it out.
No, we
We
move on to the
we hit
next
it,
bullet point.
we hit it, and we go. We're not afraid. Segues are weird, in the wise
It's
words
like,
of Bo Burnham.
so
Do we come up with this stuff before the show? Absolutely not. This is all free hand, free form.
it is.
Um,
It is absolutely. I will say I recently, like 2 days ago, I did buy a little black book. That way when I'm at work fucking like wanting to beat my head against a U-boat, I can write down any ideas for the podcast that pop in my head.
yeah, I think, and what's cool about that is you can keep those like to yourself and like surprise me or
Yes,
surprise the guests. We do have guests.
we do have guests coming.
Not at this point in time, but in the future. And as we know that existence is a loop, so is it the future or is it the past? No one knows
Were we
for
a
sure.
guest all along?
We're in the loop, so no
I'm
one.
the uninvited guest. Wink, wink. Anyway, so yeah, I may have like an actual big someone who might come on the show, like someone with millions of views on YouTube,
Oh really?
millions of subscribers. Yes, Uh,
Wow.
I don't want to. I don't want to
Dude, you
talk
get
about it right now.
PewDiePie?
It's not PewDiePie.
Dude, you got
God,
PewDiePie, didn't you?
if I could get PewDiePie, I'd fucking
If
cream
you get
myself.
PewDiePie, do not tell me until he joins the call.
What?
Hi guys, it's me, PewDiePie.
No. Anyway, okay, moving on. Our top 5 of the episode is top 5 multiplayer online games, which can range from, you know, Warframe, World of Warcraft, chess from Yahoo Messenger.
We're doing the top 5 now instead of
Let's do the top 5 now. Yeah,
at the halfway. Okay, that's fine. You want to go first?
sure.
Okay.
My number 1 is World of Warcraft. I think a lot of people know this.
Blech.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
What?
you're about to get us canceled.
I'm gonna get
About
us
to get us
canceled.
canceled. Unless Microsoft, fingers crossed, turns it around.
That is why I resubbed recently.
Sponsor us,
I'm
Microsoft.
coming out and saying it.
You're
I
coming
have
out.
resubbed.
This is how you come out of the closet. This is, oh my god, in the days of modern persecution,
It's
you
true.
come out as a WoW subscriber.
Except
It's acceptable to be anything else these days. You can be
a
anything.
WoW subscriber.
Yes. Yes.
You buy a store mount, it's off to the guillotine.
I accept you. No matter your
I
stripes.
want to explain myself.
Go ahead.
I believe in Microsoft. I have been playing a lot of Xbox recently with Game Pass. It's incredibly consumer friendly. They're on our side, I do believe, for the most part. And if they can bring WoW around and bring it to what it once was, I have absolutely no problem resubbing now and getting that ball rolling.
Well, I just want to touch on this a little bit. We are now, and it took longer than it should have, but you look at things like Sonic the Hedgehog, and you look at WoW Classic, how Blizzard, at first they were like, you don't want this, you think you want this, you don't. They released it,
Yeah,
and it literally revived
it
World of
blew
Warcraft
up.
for an entire year. It
Yeah.
kept it kept their gas going for a year, and
And then they fucked up BC, and look what happened. They killed it.
and then we have things like the new Spider-Man movie, which is literally a love letter to the fans. We got just companies realizing, okay, let's just deliver exactly what they're telling us,
Yes.
and it's
Just
happening.
give them what they want, and it prints money. Look
Yeah.
at that.
It's
People want crossovers. Give us crossovers.
yeah, in the entertainment industry, I mean, you're there to entertain, and we're telling you the entertainment that we want. And we don't have to write you a letter that you're gonna get in 3 months. You can
see it.
You can look at it on Twitter right now. So
True.
I feel like it's good, and they're finally working for us, and imagine that it's working for them too. Imagine that. So
I will also say this.
we're in a renaissance for not just video games, but just entertainment in general across the board.
That's true. And if Valve comes out with that, all-time media killer that they got cooking, we might see the next step here in about 5 or 6 years.
When did they say that? Was it before or after
before Alex? I know.
But was
it was definitely before. Oh, go ahead.
Was it before the index?
It was it was after the index.
Ooh. Because
it was after
the index.
Is
awesome.
Yes.
It's
the index is the best VR if you can afford it. If you cannot, get a Windows mixed reality. If you have a decent PC.
See, you were recommending me the Quest.
Yes, I have a Quest as well.
But I guess Quest is different because you don't need a PC for it. It runs itself.
That is true. Yes. It also functions better than most setups that require any kind of, cameras that track the fucking headset, You know what I'm talking about?
It's
Those things you have to set up all over your
yeah,
room.
it's the
I
Switch
hate those things.
of VR.
It is.
Yeah.
The Quest 3 was actually announced by, but it's not Facebook Quest anymore. It's Meta Quest.
Oh God.
And
Oh, Meta Quest. That's a cool name
yes,
for a video game.
hopefully
But
though
that
we see Resident
we
Evil 5 VR.
is it too late to change the name of the podcast?
Meta Quest.
Dude, I actually haven't heard of this, so I let's pin that because I think that'd be something good to talk about next week.
Okay, I'm down.
But I think and I only say that because I want to put that in the episode title, MetaQuest.
Meta Quest. Okay.
Sony bought Bungie.
Yes, Sony did buy Bungie, which
Huge.
is now such levels of irony that, you know, like
I think
Xbox has Crash and Spyro and Sony has Halo, you know?
no,
What's going
actually they
on?
don't have Halo.
No, they don't have Halo, but they have the creators of
They
Halo.
have Destiny. Now, you know that Square Enix recently released
Made Balan Wonderland, yes.
no. They released a game called Outriders, which was like
Oh, I've played it. It's actually really solid.
it's their Destiny, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
That
think
is accurate.
now, hold on, I'm gonna look something up here.
What is it you're looking up?
I'm
Let
looking
me
at
and
what
viewer at home know.
uh, okay, so it
Oh, sorry about that.
looks like Outriders is all platforms. So never mind. I was gonna say maybe it's to compete with Outriders, but I I think I think Bungie only has Destiny 2.
That's true.
But
Yes.
Destiny 2 is huge and it'll stay huge. And
Okay.
with that Sony money,
They're going to be able to work on their other IPs now.
yeah. And I mean we could see a
D3?
Destiny 3 and maybe Destiny 3 will have enough support where it could actually be an MMO.
Do you think D3 will have a real life auction house?
That's funny. That's actually a really good joke. I'm not going to explain it because I think it deserves to keep its mystique. Only those who really will get that joke deserve to get it. So I'm not going to
That's
explain it,
true.
but that's a good joke. I think I think classic bait and switch. I don't think they'll do a Destiny 3, but Destiny 2 will absolutely get bigger and Bungie will
I
be
think
able to
so.
make new things and hire more people to make new things. So,
Did you know that Warframe actually had a open world update that lets you see like other players and stuff just chilling around in cities and stuff?
no.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know
So
that.
yeah, they have mounts and stuff and everything now. It's actually really solid.
Yeah,
Um,
Warframe, that's a good one.
it's basically Destiny in third person.
It's free to play Destiny.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's grindy Destiny though.
Oh
If you
yeah.
play that
Well,
game, prepare your fucking butthole, dude,
which is
because
that's
they're
saying
taking a
something
shredder
because
to it.
Destiny is grindy Destiny. Destiny 2, oh my god, it's such a grind.
I don't have that much experience with Destiny myself.
Oh my
I will
god.
say
It
I have played it. I do my dailies, but then I only do my dailies and I don't progress the story ever.
that you know why? Because by the
Why?
time you've done your dailies, you don't want to play the story. You've played for 3 hours,
That's true.
you know? And like you have all these different like gun achievements you can grind and like there's so many different things you can do. Like there's some guns that are locked behind certain achievements like for instance
Oh,
the vigilance wing
we
I
never
had to
finished the top 5.
no we didn't but vigilance wing like I think you have to get so many pulse rifle kills or and you have to get kills with headshots and blah blah it's crazy.
Yeah, okay.
All right, look we can
Let's loop back around to
yeah. Is it
let's
happening
loop
now, later, or in the past? No one knows for sure. Time is made up.
words. We made them up. Anyway, number 2 is RuneScape. because I love
What
RuneScape
was number one
very,
again?
very much. World of Warcraft.
You didn't explain yourself, but that's okay. I listen. I
I've
think
spent years with it. I
whether
love it. I got a nice
it's
guild.
it's still a good game.
It is a good game.
So I mean, it can be
9.1.5 currently is not a bad game to play.
it can be on your top five, whether you're subscribed or not. You can
I am
acknowledge that
subscribed.
WoW is yeah, but even if you're not, you can acknowledge that WoW is a
Also,
good game.
let me also just go ahead and throw it out here that this is my own personal top 5. These are the games that are
No,
multiplayer online games
this is the
that mean
top
the most to
five
me.
of the world.
That
You
fucking
you
determines the
you got
universe.
the Western Hemisphere. I got the Eastern Hemisphere. We're deciding everyone's top fives.
All right, sounds good.
Number three, go
People are
ahead.
gonna Toontown.
I was waiting for it. Why is it not number one? You talk so much shit about Toontown.
Because I like Toontown, damn it. It's grindy, but it's an easy grind. You can play it one-handed. What do you want? It's easy. Good to turn
Yeah,
brain off and just throw pies at cocks.
I
Or do
actually,
some mini games, it's good. It's good time.
there is something to be said about a game that you can play with just the mouse because I've been playing a lot of card games like Yu-Gi-Oh,
Hmm.
Hearthstone, Magic the Gathering. You only use your mouse and uh, League of Legends, Teamfight Tactics, and
Yes.
other auto chess games like because I like to just be able to do this with one hand and the other one I'm just what if I need to reach for a drink? I don't have to worry about my WASDs. They're free.
Right?
What if I need to hit the thing? I got a free hand.
You know?
Send a text.
You
Ton
got one hand on the mouse, you got one hand on your Smucker's PB&J,
yeah.
and you're going to town.
I've actually this is gonna sound terrible. I've actually played games where in between turns with my other hand I'm playing Candy Crush and
Oh my god.
watching TV.
I mean, dude, I
Uh,
used to not be able to go to sleep without having a YouTube on in the background?
like when I get like really smoked up, I'm like, okay, let's overstimulate. I
Yeah.
do that a lot.
Yeah. I understand, trust me. I do that too.
Okay, continue with your list that I keep
Okay, my
interrupting.
no, it's we have to interrupt. That's the whole
This
point of
is
the list to
content. This is
discuss it.
content.
Number 4 is this Korean first-person shooter game called War Rock. It was a free-to-play game, and it was the last gift that my dad gave to me before he passed away. It was
Oh,
like a month membership for like
oh,
yeah.
wow.
But he was living in Kansas at the time, and he had been diagnosed with a brain tumor,
And that's not
and
your number one?
it's not my number one.
Oh, so
I've learned to
to
deal with my
to to
problems.
to be
Let me assure
clear,
you.
your father's parting gift.
Not my father, my
Oh,
stepfather. But he was like a father to me.
your stepfather's parting gift is ranked 4 on your top 5 list.
That's true.
I I mean these lists don't have to be in any order. You can just
They're in
say
my order. If
I
if
mean
anyone has a problem with that, then
you can
that's on them.
say
I don't give a shit.
you can say like
This is my list.
I mean you can say that
Warlock's not that great a game. You want me to say it?
no, I'm just saying like okay, so we're focusing on the content, the actual content.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not.
fine.
It's the overall experience and
I'm
what it
just
means
saying
to me.
I'm just saying just because something's at number 1 doesn't necessarily mean it's number 1 on the list. It could just be a nice equal list. Like what are the 5 favorite it's a group. It's a group.
Okay. Yeah, it's a food group.
It's
You
it's
consume it.
it's 5 things that you can always you'll always have.
Yeah, these are 5 games
Not that
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 I
doesn't mean
will
one's
always
better
have.
than the other.
No.
Just does different
If that were the
things.
case, Warrock would not be above my number 5, which is definitely Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Oh, I didn't even think about that one.
Yeah. If that was the case, it would not be, but it is.
I'm looking at mine, and there's more first-person shooters than I thought I would write down.
Really interesting.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
yeah.
interested. Let me hear him.
Okay, I put Destiny at number one because
Oh.
I do think it's probably the most fun out of all these that I've played. Um, and like, dude,
Mhm.
dude, Destiny is one of those loop games, man. I'll turn it on and I'll just go and go and go and go,
I like
and and
Destiny. I
I,
just don't have much time with it.
I gotta leave the curtains open because so I know that I have some indicator of that how long I've been going.
I,
Um,
I get it.
it'll suck you in, man.
Oh, it'll suck, all right.
Be careful because it'll suck you in. Number two, Splitgate.
Oh God, I
I don't
love
think
Splitgate.
I don't think I've had a better time as an individual playing a first-person shooter than Splitgate.
It's so everything about Splitgate is just so good.
It's
How
fun.
it's oh man,
It's a fun
the
game. Sponsor us, Splitgate.
Splitgate. Listen to me. You need ledge grabbing. You need combat slides. You
Yeah, yeah,
need lethal grenades.
yeah.
Please.
Yes, and you need sticky mine. You need the sticky grenade. You need like claymore. You need all that. You need to
You
add all
need a
that.
grenade launcher gun. You need a flamethrower. You need a chainsaw. We need more content.
Open a portal and toss a grenade in and close the portal. Why?
Dude,
Hello?
that would be so fucking funny. That's like some Looney Tunes shit, dude.
Like, hello? Like, because if you shoot the rocket launcher, you have to be standing in front of the portal aiming at the other person, which means they can shoot you back grenades.
True.
Whole new angle on strategy. You drop it, you leave. You don't have
Only
to.
pussies use rocket launchers.
Yeah, and then it's a time bomb. They may not be aware it's there for a second, then by the time they see it, boom, it's too late.
True.
Whereas you shoot a rocket, they know you shoot a rocket and it's instant. You have to make
Hmm.
the shot. Grenade, it's a little throwaway, a little gift.
Yes.
Grenade and
Molotov cocktails.
yeah, set the fucking place on fire, yo.
Hmm.
You can even do more sci-fi stuff like void grenades that suck people in or or
Oh,
concussion grenades that push people away. You got your flashbang you, and more to the point, you need more guns anyway. You need more weapons because I mean in Splitgate the mechanics aren't about shooting. The mechanics are about portals.
that's
Just
true.
straight up.
How
So
can you get behind your enemy faster with a portal?
yeah,
That's what you should be
the
thinking.
weapon doesn't matter. As long as you have a killing tool, which we know you can do with punching anyway, because there's a punch in the game. So you don't
Yes.
even need weapons.
Hmm.
Weapons are just toys.
I will say though,
And the game,
Splitgate sniper rifle is so pristine.
yeah,
Every sniper rifle should be like
I think all their guns are
Splitgate.
pretty good.
They're the only gun I don't like is the pistol. I feel like it should have more damage.
Pistol, yeah, pistol needs a buff. It needs to be more like a single shot pistol.
Yeah,
It
just
needs a
add in a revolver. That'll fix
a
it.
revolver. Yeah, you need some type of single shot pistol or a revolver or a deagle type weapon.
Yes,
Um,
that would fix it.
and
That's what you need.
you need to fix your carbine and your assault rifle. They need to be
They just
buffed.
leave people at 1 HP way too often.
Yeah, it needs they something needs to be done to them. They need a damage buff or an accuracy buff, something. Make
Hmm.
give the assault rifle like a sci-fi thing where it's got like the bullet magnetism, you know?
That would be cool.
That
Give
would
us
be cool.
secondary fires.
Yeah,
Toggleable fire modes, maybe. You
yeah.
know?
But hey, battle rifle is perfect. Don't change a thing.
Don't
Mwah.
you ever touch
Mwah.
the battle rifle.
You change the battle rifle, I will riot. And I'm gonna check the patch notes.
I will watch every single patch note.
But they need a grenade launcher. They need I mean
Hmm.
they need new melee weapons.
Oh yes. and of more varieties. You need a dual
Yeah.
wielding one. That way you
Yeah.
can act like Kirito. You need.
Okay, okay.
I'm
We're
just
not playing Sword
kidding.
Art
I'm
Online.
just kidding.
No, I do agree dual wielding would be cool. And,
Yes,
but
Apex has it.
that's
They
probably
got like Tonga sticks,
that's probably a coding nightmare. Dual
or
wielding.
is that COD? I don't know.
Dual wielding is
Anyway,
probably a coding nightmare. And yeah, okay, so Splitgate, keep it up. Just keep add some things.
love
Add
you.
some things. Add again,
Fix your lag.
the game is about portals. Everything else is a toy. Give us toys. Okay?
Fix your lag.
Yeah, 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 that too, that too. Optimize your fucking game. Halo has better graphics than you. Halo Infinite has better graphics than you,
Hmm.
and it doesn't even have half the strain on processing. So let's just collar pull. Okay, number three, SWOTOR. This is mostly Star Wars
Understandable.
motivated. I mean, the story's great. As a multiplayer game, it's not that great, but
No.
I love Star Wars, and like I'll play SWTOR anytime as long as somebody's playing with me.
Yeah.
Um,
I understand.
yeah,
I absolutely understand
and
why you picked that.
I mean that's another game that I'll grind one handed as well because I have the what is this the epic Naga epic, so I have all my commands on
Oh,
my
I want
mouse,
that one.
so like unless I need to like do a cooldown with Control Alt or Shift, like
Hmm.
I can just like mouse move and then fight with my buttons,
I've got
you
the
know.
Death Adder Elite myself. I like it. It's just, I want those buttons
Yeah. So yeah, that's a free game. If you guys are looking
free.
for a fun RPG with a good story, at actually 8 good stories, play
Yes.
SWTOR. Play Jedi Knight. You will not be disappointed. Team Fortress 2.
Team Fortress 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh,
Some of my best memories. Team Fortress 2. That
also a free to play game.
and also still fun.
Yes, still
Reminder
very solid.
reminder how many games have been made in the TF2 model now?
You got
Over
Overwatch,
Overwatch,
Paladins.
Apex, arguably because it has a class system.
Okay, I can understand your thought process at
Well,
least on that one.
okay. So the class style battle royales branched off of the class style first person shooter MOBAs. So
Yes.
like all that evolved from TF2.
Okay, yeah. Heroes of Newark? Was that before or after?
I don't know that. I'm not familiar with that.
Okay, never mind then.
So yeah, I mean everybody's making a TF2 game now, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody wants that class FPS
Even
team fighting.
Battlefield stuck their toes in it. Look what happened.
Yep. I and it's just kind of nice to go back to the classic model, you know,
Hmm.
where it's like cuz the classes don't have like really unique powers, you know.
Hmm.
They are very different from each other, but they're much simpler, you know.
Yes.
And each class has so many different weapons you can use. Like you can play the class differently by using different weapons. Like
Yeah.
for instance, if I'm playing as the heavy, if I want to be able to shoot a little more slowly but have my bullets do more damage,
Hmm.
I'm gonna use the brass beast. If I want to have a cone of quick fire that's going to crit really easily and basically, wherever I point, that person dies. You just,
Yeah.
I play with the Tommy gun or the family business is what it's called. And
Hmm.
then, if you want to have um, a broad spray where you get out onto a big horizontal plane and you just go left to right and try to catch as many people as you want, you use a different gun,
Hmm.
you know? And you don't even have to when you play heavy. There's people that play melee heavy. They just run in and
Yeah.
punch things. It it works because you have the health. You just run in and punch someone, and then all your scouts run in behind you. You know.
Yeah.
it's there's different ways to play the classes, whereas something like Overwatch locks you into one way to play. So
Yeah.
I think TF2 is still adding new content. There's new hats.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude. There's so many collectibles, and again, like we said, uh,
I thought
the,
TF2 was dead. I thought it was not
no,
getting any more support. I thought Valve cut it.
no way, no way.
Oh man, that's exciting. I might have to look into it. I know it's free. I just haven't had much experience with it, you know?
I think if they did drop supporting it, it's been very recent. There's no way. There's no way they're not supporting that game because it's bigger than it ever has been. And again, like the game is good on its own, even
Hmm.
without different weapons. Everything extra that you get is just a toy.
True.
You know, like you play your scout class the same
You got
way,
your
whether or not you have the bonk. You know,
Yeah. I don't know what the bunk is, but
the bonk basically is an energy drink that he drinks that makes him run so fast nobody can shoot him. So it gives you invincibility.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I love that in my hero
So
shooter games.
so basically you get your scout to run in past the turrets. That's one of the main uses because the engineer turrets kill everyone with rockets.
Yeah.
So the scout runs in
Hmm.
and tanks the turret and gets in behind enemy lines and starts killing people, and then the team moves in.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Um
there's a lot of different things you can do.
so what's next on your top 5?
World of Warcraft.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
wow. I did
mean
not expect you to put it on your top 5 either.
it's a good game. I
It
mean
is a good game.
I can't look at it. I can't look at my history with the game and say it's not on my top 5 multiplayer games.
Yeah.
You know, it's been there too long, and I've formed too many friendships through the game to say, you know, hey,
Too many memories, too
this
many feelings.
it deserves a top 5 spot.
If you have the experience, that's not something you can just abandon.
And I will say that WoW is a very immersive game.
It is.
It actually is. It is as shitty as it has become recently. It's super immersive. It's the only game that I felt doing text RP like I was there.
Yeah.
Like, and it honestly it has to do with the chat box. The chat box is great the way it works.
Hmm.
Every other MMO, their chat box looks like very like MIRC, like very like
Yeah, like
computerized. The WoW chat box, it feels like the people are speaking to me.
yeah. It's
The way they
I
color everything, and just the whispers being pink, coming, it makes it feel like it's coming in soft. They
yeah,
do a lot of things right.
they do.
Party chat being a big bold blue so you don't miss it.
That's true. Now they have extra added windows for
Yeah,
whispers, so they're easier to keep
yeah.
track of. And
Hmm.
they've only done better. They've added colors to the classes, so you know which class it is just by
Yeah.
looking at the color.
A lot of games don't have those type of features. Like WoW,
Hmm.
the main game sucks, but it has all these bells and whistles that make it so easy to play and so easy to get into.
Yes, it's like it's like doing track and then just doing your first run around your fucking lap, you know? And then suddenly the coach brings out like 1,000 fucking hurdles you have to go over.
Yeah,
And this is your first time ever running after getting like out of a wheelchair or
after
something,
getting
you know?
COVID. You haven't ran since COVID.
After getting the vaccine. That's a joke.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
Strike.
Anyway,
I'd like to have it
strike.
stricken from the record, please.
Anyway,
Cut
anyway,
that. Cut.
anyway.
I've been listening to the Always Sunny podcast, and anytime they say something controversial, they go, cut that, cut that, cut that, cut that.
But no, like WoW does have this level. It pulls you in because it makes you give a shit about it. When I killed the Lich King for the first time when I was 12, I screamed so loud that my neighbors called the police.
Dude, that's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, I felt that. Something about the old raids are just like so satisfying to complete.
Yeah, but you go in and you go into the ones now, and they don't have the same magic,
I think
but
it's
they are
oh,
still well
there's no
designed.
teamwork anymore.
No, not really.
You know that was
Hmm.
what made it so satisfying is that it was a team effort.
And you had to meet your team.
Yeah, yeah,
You had to apply for a guild. You had to start kissing ass.
yeah. The social element was there. That's why there's so much trolling these days. I think like
Yeah.
trade chat. People don't even trade in trade chat.
No,
Let's be
it's
honest.
it's just people talking
The
about.
auction house is too efficient for there to be a trade chat. So now it's troll chat.
That's true.
So just stay out of trade chat. Don't go there. It's the
Stay out of
four it's
Moonguard.
4chan. It's 4chan.
It's 4chan.
Yeah.
It's not quite 4chan, but it is bad.
Well, yeah, it's well, 4chan's actually not as bad as it used to be these days.
I went on 4chan like twice 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and
They
it
started
it was more tame than
yeah,
usual.
they started moderating a lot more. I mean that's why there's other Chan boards popping up like 8chan and what was the one that the stupid ass conservatives
Not a single clue. I don't keep up with anything like that.
was it I don't remember. It was some alt-right thing
Yeah,
that
like
yeah.
Politico.
Yeah, it was yeah, I mean that's why you have all these different boards popping up like that these days because 4chan is has been moderated, which I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to the internet, you can't stop the transfer of information. If somebody wants to put a message out there, they will find a way.
You cannot
And
stop what the
and,
cock is rocking.
and that's the way it should be. You know, I think it's on us as individuals to read a message and decide, is this person an idiot? And
Yes,
and if
the answer is always yes, by the way.
and yeah, if you have to ask, and if you're like, oh, I should listen to what this idiot's saying, that's
You should
and
all That's the thing though. You should always listen to what the idiot is saying.
mm, maybe. I think well I'm not trying to discredit idiots, but like it's like I think idiots should be allowed to talk. That's how you know who to stay away from.
Exactly.
You know? Believe
Exactly.
what they're saying to you, but maybe the message that they're saying is something between the lines, you know?
Cavemen traverse the jungle by listening out for roars.
There is no
We listen on the internet to trolls.
yes, there's no such thing as bad information. There's only information, which is a tool and a weapon.
Exactly. And it is wrong to censor any information.
Yeah, it's kind of like banning guns.
I If they banned guns, dude, I'd be so fucking afraid. And I don't
I
even own a gun. Like,
well, speaking of which, here's next topic. We can do this one to wrap up. How much is a desert eagle?
dude, they have to be at least like $600.
I'm gonna look
But
it up right now.
you're gonna go on a watch list.
No, I won't. I'll not. Not for looking up the price of a desert eagle. This is something I could go down the street and buy.
Maybe in Tennessee, I don't know.
I most
Maybe
places.
in
Most
Texas.
places. Um okay, gunsandammo.com. Here we go.
I will explain why we're looking this up. It is because the two of us have recently gotten into a game and poured quite a bit of hours into it
Yeah.
called Iron Sight, and the Desert Eagle just happens to be my favorite gun.
Yeah, it's a sidearm.
It is a sidearm.
So
It's
weird.
just one hits people.
The
It's
question
great.
the question came up. Did what how much would a desert eagle cost? Because I think we were talking about like how powerful it actually is. It's actually a really strong gun. and like
Yes,
how much does it cost for that level of stopping power and blah 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 blah. So and then we're like save it for the podcast because this is a good this is content, you know.
this is good content. It would be better if we had like an animation of it though, of us like just smacking our heads against keyboards looking for
That would be funny.
Google.
No one's gonna animate us though. The new Magnum Research Stainless Desert Eagle pistol has an MSRP of $1,793.
That is so much cheaper than I thought it was going to be. Let me
Really?
tell you,
Because
yes.
that's actually for in terms of handguns, that's really expensive.
Yeah, I know that's really expensive for handguns. But I figured that would be like at least like 1200
Yeah. True
because it's like military grade, you
tr-
know?
TrueGunPrice.com. A Desert Eagle pistol is worth an average of $1,900 new and $1,400 used. Uh, blah blah blah.
That's
Wow.
wow.
But like that's not all Desert Eagles, is it? Is Desert Eagle brand specific?
I don't know. I think Colt makes Desert Eagle. I believe.
Well, the thing is I think Desert Eagle is like a type of pistol. So like different
No,
brands can
I
make
believe it's just
cuz
like
like
a design.
so
No,
no cuz it shoots a specific type of bullet, I think.
does it? I thought it was
I don't
just
know.
a
Let's okay, here we go.
Magnum round.
What is a Desert Eagle? Oh my
It,
God.
it's a
Hold on.
bird.
Google results. Hold on. What is a
Let me hear it.
Desert Eagle? Number one, what is a Desert Eagle used for? What is a Desert Eagle handgun? What is a Desert Storm? Wow. What is
What
a
is a Desert Eagle used for?
what is a Desert Eagle? Okay, here we go. Wikipedia. Gas operated semi-automatic. What? Gas operated?
What?
And it chambers a 50 cal Action Express bullet. That's what it's known for have it's a
Okay.
50 cal gun, which is
50
pretty
cal express.
which is pretty big. Most handguns are 9 mil
Yeah.
or 40 cal. So this is bigger than the 40 cal. So that's a pretty big bullet.
Hmm.
Um
It's what the Barrett shoots in
Magnum
Call of Duty 4.
Research Inc. designed and developed the Desert Eagle. The design was further refined and was also manufactured by Israel Military Industries. So Magnum Research Inc. created the Desert Eagle.
Wow.
So I guess they only they sell them.
Interesting.
Huh.
Huh. The more you
Oh,
know.
oh wait, hold on. Magnum Research has marketed various versions of the short recoil Jericho 941 pistol under the Baby Eagle
Jericho.
and Desert Eagle pistol names. These weapons are not directly related to the Desert Eagle but share a similar visual design. Okay, so this is talking about a different gun. Um, wow. Gas actuated pistol. So it uses gas?
Probably. I would,
That's
yeah. I would assume so.
that's so weird. Huh.
Have you not played Doom? I'm just kidding.
Huh. So yeah, there you have it. Desert Eagle costs about $2,000. 1,500 to 2,000 depending on
You
if it's new or used.
take out 3 Russians before you go.
What?
I'm just kidding.
What the hell? Now we are on a watch list, a Russian watch list.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pootie wouldn't do
10
that.
Pootie. That's
Because the
pretty.
N is silent.
Oh, is it really? Have people been mispronouncing his name?
Of
We're
course.
going to pronounce it with the English pronunciation.
Russians don't pronounce anything right. They pronounce P's as R's.
What do you
Can
mean?
you-
What do you mean? That's how their language is. In their
Yeah.
language, that is right. I
No,
think. I
man.
don't know. I
We
don't
speak
know.
American here.
We speak. We speak American, feller. Gosh, we have about 4 minutes left.
Oh,
So
okay.
we
Let
should
me
move
go
on to
ahead.
Desert Eagle. It didn't last as long as I thought it would.
Let me go ahead and retract what I just said
Oh, uh,
about Pootie.
teal. Teal. Is it a shade of green or a shade of blue?
Okay, no. Teal is definitely a shade of blue.
No way.
Turquoise is a shade of green.
No way. I would flip those actually.
Would you?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking
Do
of the
we
wrong things.
color wheel right now?
Color wheel me.
Co- color wheel.
Bring it out.
Showing results for color wheel. Canva.com. Okay, can I search a color? Uh, I need.
It's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
No, 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 no. Here we go.
Copyright, copyright.
Let me just pull it. What's that? The wheel of mythicality.
That's what they do on Good Mythical Morning. You know, Rhett and Link.
Oh,
I
I've heard of them. Okay, 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 okay,
love
okay.
those guys.
Okay, so I got the color wheel here. Okay. Let's no, no. Okay. View, open image in new tab. Okay, so
Yes.
we got the color wheel here. Okay.
Yes.
Now let's look at where is teal on the color wheel. The teal color is located between green and blue on the color wheel. In fact, teal is what's known as a tertiary color on the color wheel. Teal is equal parts green mixed with equal parts blue?
They're
No way!
equal.
No way!
Perfect balance.
No way!
Yes.
Show me teal. Show me.
S-
Okay, okay.
So what is turquoise?
I've got teal right here. Okay. So, okay. I've got a comparison up. Teal. I think
Let me hear it.
it's
Show
pretty.
me.
It's pretty. I'm showing it on stream.
I'm seeing it on stream.
Yeah. So like, okay. So I'm trying to wedge the
Me and
teal.
viewer at
Can
home.
I open image in new tab? Here we go. So like, if we're wedging teal in here, right, to the color wheel.
Yeah.
Can I need to make this smaller. I think, yeah, I think it is. I think it's like the exact same, or it's exactly equal.
Let's go. Let's go, Teal.
I think, wow. Okay, so next week, turquoise, is it a shade of blue or a shade of green?
Let's go.
Let's discuss in the comments. Yeah. So there you have it. We got to the bottom of it.
Yep.
That's it. We did it.
We solved the mystery, gang.
Oh, looks like we got another minute and a half before we at least go an hour.
Yeah, we at least go an hour.
So
So
what's
let me
new
ask
with
you
you?
this. let me ask you this, partner.
Yeah?
Have you played Legends Arceus?
No. Oh, we didn't even get into that yet.
Oh, it's so good. Let me tell you, real quick. That's our closing.
Okay,
Uh,
yeah, talk about it. Talk about it.
Let me tell you, Legends Arceus is so close to being good that it hurts. If the game wasn't so ugly, it would be absolutely everything just amazing.
So it's ugly.
It is pretty ugly.
Oh, that's
It's capable of looking good, but most of the time it's ugly.
but it is a good game though.
It is
Like
absolutely a good game.
so
Let me tell you this. It's the start of the game that you and I were
yeah,
building together.
the Pokemon MMO that
Yes.
I've been talking
Yes.
so much shit about. Yeah. I think you're right. From everything I've heard about it, how it's very open world and there's no like
hmm
gyms, there's only like it's like catching challenges and it's more like the frontier type
Yes.
Pokemon setting.
It's Monster Hunter Pokemon version.
Yeah.
Pokemonster Hunter.
That's cool. I like that you can craft balls. I
Yes.
like it. I think it's good. I think it's good.
Luxray is my main man. He's really carrying me through right now.
Turn it into an MMO and let the players form and run their own gyms, their own Poke Centers, Pokemarts, like all that shit.
Well,
And
me and
make it
me and
what's that game? What's that game with the where it's like a lot of building crafting? Is it uh it's a Korean game. Arcade. Make it Arcade Pokemon.
yes, I agree.
Make it a
Arcage.
sandbox, pure sandbox.
If the devs of Arcage could do a Pokemon game, I think that that would give them the perfect opportunity to make something actually brilliant.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree.
but I'll say this: the only thing that Pokemon Legends Arceus really needs to add in order to be like really like up there in the idea department is online with up to 50 people in the same zone as you that you can trade and battle with anyone in the zone or just
Yeah,
hang out and talk to them. Just
yeah.
whatever you want. Hang out with their Pokemon. Let them hang out with
Club
yours.
Club Penguin.
You need to let us like play with wild Pokemon and earn their friendship through
Yeah,
kindness and stuff, not
yeah,
just catching them as well.
yeah. There should like battling should not be the only event. Yeah, I mean,
It's not
the beauty contest. You know,
beauty. Those should make a return.
yeah.
I agree.
You could train your Arcanine to race. You could have mounted
Mhm.
races with your Stantlers and your
Do you remember
Rapidashes.
the Pokemon anime when they had that great race in season one?
Yes, yeah, I remember
It
that.
was where Ash had to ride Ponyta, and then Ponyta evolved into Rapidash
Yeah,
midway.
and a reminder that the Pokemon League, aside from gyms, the championship was a tournament.
Hmm.
Like that should be the way to
Not a
make things.
challenge.
Yeah, so that's the way it should be, I
I
think.
agree.
And I think being able to again do those mounted races, have crafting professions where let's say you want to be a smith. Well,
Make
well,
make Rapidash horseshoes.
you're yeah, you want to be a smith. Well, you're gonna need a fire type to melt your ore for you.
Yeah.
Like each Pokemon has a tool proficiency.
Hmm.
You need to catch Voltorbs to power your infrastructures. You know?
Uh, yes. The Voltorb are still electric type in this game,
Yeah.
by the way, but they are also part grass.
What?
Yeah.
Grass electric?
Yeah, because they're
It,
wooden and they have little holes on top of them that they shoot little
uh,
seeds out of.
oh,
It's incredibly
interesting.
disgusting. I hate it.
I hate when Pokemon shoot seeds at me. And good night, folks. That's
Wait, you got any
no,
other
that's
questions?
no. I'm gonna end it on that perverted Rule 34 joke. And I mean, I guess I could ask, why is this show called Into the Loop?